Okay, welcome back, creatures of the night and Canaanites, as we continue our journey in the Brothers of Destruction story as we march towards No Way Out. And we got plenty of tag team action on Raw and SmackDown before we get there today. And I wouldn't have anybody else to join me on this journey that he's been here since day one for the Kane and Undertaker story. My bestie, my best friend, Kanenite10. Thank you again for joining me today as we march towards No Way Out in a very interesting triple threat tag team table match awaits us. But before we get there, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I was gonna say I've been here just about since day one. Like I must have been one of your first handful of followers, eh?
Yeah, yeah, you have been.
Hey, how did it like who came across who? Did you come across the Kane account or
Oh my God, probably. I probably followed you first.
I was gonna say probably because even now I still don't follow very many people. I try and keep it very minimal and like my Undertaker, my fellow Undertaker and Kane guys are like who I follow back, right?
Mhm.
Unless you've got a really sick toy account.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I followed you first.
Or you're like a buddy now, like
Yeah.
Sam Figs, like he's a pretty good buddy of mine now. He's got a pretty sick extensive collection of signed figures, and we often trash the what's the line? The Me and you have trashed it too. The
Oh,
major wrestling, the Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins lines, like those lines are pretty
okay. 'Cause
god
we
awful looking.
trashed
I'm
we
sorry,
trashed a
but
lot of line. We trashed a lot of lines on here. Yeah, I had to think there for
it's
a
well,
minute.
we trash a lot of Jackson Mattel too. Don't get me wrong, but I mean those major figure Hasbro knockoffs and the bendies, like those things are kind of trash, man. I don't know.
I would have to agree.
And the other one that is it Chella? Which one just released the Jeff Jarrett?
Oh my God.
Did you see that? No, I don't know. I think that Jeff Jarrett looks terrible.
Is it the zombie sailor?
Oh yes, that might be it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a Hasbro-y kind of, and it looks bad. That's all I know.
Yeah, it's you can't recapture the magic of once was, as I always say. You know,
I just love how they're like releasing people like the Bastion Booger and stuff, and it's like, what are they? Who are they appealing to at this point? Yeah, there's like
exactly.
five people that will really want to buy this, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the market is for people like that. Um, I know I'm not one of them. I know you're not one of them.
don't the
Uh,
major figure guys like have a really good following though of people that will buy anything from them?
yes, that is true, and that is, I guess that's good business sense.
I mean,
But
good for them. I'm not going to knock them or anything, but I just think some of their figures look like shit. That's all.
oh, sure, sure, and we know shit. I mean, we've collected, the
We have
mini
a lot of
Bend-Ems,
shit.
the mini Bend-Ems, the maximum sweats. The list goes on and on.
Hey, I'm gonna defend the Maximum Sweats. I think they're fun and they're cartoony. They're
Oh
good for what they are. They're ridiculous and stupid,
yeah, yeah, they are.
but they look good.
I Some of my favorite childhood moments comes from playing with the maximum sweats.
I mean, they look good. Like it's better than like a shitty inverted attire Kane or like an incorrect attired Undertaker. But I mean, like some of the head scans on these like major wrestling figures and the Cella and stuff are just like, wow, how that's terrible. They look like old Titantron Live Jacks. Like, what's going on? You're just like
There you
not
go.
even looking at a picture doing it. You're doing it kind of from memory, you know?
Titantron Live Series 1 Jax. Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna say that I got off pretty scot free because Kane actually, I
did.
thought Kane looked good.
You got off really scot free.
Kane looked good, I thought.
Yeah.
like Undertaker, oof,
Oh,
Austin. What's with the laugh lines, Jax? You guys are obsessed with the laugh lines, the jowls, just like
oh my
these
God.
guys look like
And
they're
poor
80.
and poor Vince McMahon.
Yeah, Vince looks like he's 100.
Oh my God.
Triple H, he also looks terrible. But it's
Triple
all the
H.
laugh lines. Like they got these deep laugh lines. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Oh, Titantron Life Series 1 minus Kane. It's terrible. Oh,
Billy Gunn's pretty atrocious.
oh, Billy Gunn is atrocious. Oh my God, poor Billy Gunn. Shit. But
Oh,
I mean, yeah, we know shit. I mean, we have it all. So,
would you buy if Chella or Zombie Sailor released an Undertaker? Would you buy it?
well, luckily for me, they never will because they can't get the
But
license.
we're
But
playing what if.
if what if, yes,
You would, eh?
I would. Because it's an under it be licensed Undertaker. So
Yeah, that's like I'm really torn about that.
no
That's
matter
like
remember my
those
motto,
stupid bobbleheads and stuff. Like
my
I
motto,
and that stupid statue. Like I really don't want to support this and buy it, but it's officially licensed.
yes.
Like I just
My motto is no matter how stupid or crappy it is, it's an Undertaker and no Undertaker left behind.
no Undertaker left behind.
No
I
Undertaker
like
left
that.
behind.
I'd have a lot easier of a time refusing a figure or a bobblehead or a statue than a figure. I agree.
Well, I do not have that willpower to resist it. An Undertaker bobblehead, it's like, oh, I hate,
Dude, 50, $60, like that is, I'm sorry, that's like fucking
oh,
$75 Canadian
I
for a
know.
bobblehead. Get fucked. Foco, is that what the company is?
Yes. And that's why I wait for WWE Shop to run the sale so I can pick it up for
Yeah, that's
35 or 40 and feel better about
ugh,
myself.
that's still so much. That's a test shot right there.
That is true. It is true.
Did you buy those test shots? We're doing it live on the air.
Live on the air, I sent him a message asking if he will take 30 each. So I
Well,
am
I hope I don't see why he wouldn't at this point.
That's true. At this point, why not?
I'm pretty sure he's desperate to sell because he keeps dropping his prices and nobody, I don't know why, but nobody's buying this stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Just like Cello, I guess, or whatever. Like, do I want Nick Aldis in a Hasbro form? Like, who's
Yes.
buying that?
Yes, you do. You need him. That's your next collection. You need to be a Nick Aldis.
Wow, I buy 2 figures and I'm done. That'd be great.
Yeah, right?
How many figures does he truly have?
Didn't they make 8 of him?
8?
Yeah, I think they have like 8 versions of that figure.
Oh yeah, because there's like a 1 of 100 and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
I meant like, what else does he have other than that?
Oh, I
Like, he
don't think
must have an im. You don't think he has an impact figure
I don't think so.
when
Maybe a micro
when
brawler.
when Jack's? Oh, those. Oh, don't get me. Those things are terrible too. I hate those things. I'm trying to search like micro stuff, and those things always come up.
Right? Same.
Oh,
I am so glad that Undertaker sold his soul to WWE and he's not going to have any other company market his stuff.
Nick Aldis does have an impact.
He does?
Deluxe Series 9.
Wow, could have fooled me.
I'm not surprised because Jax was like pretty heavy into that. It was when he was Magnus, of course, but
Oh, I didn't know he wrestled as anything else.
yeah, he was Magnus in TNA
Oh, okay.
or later Impact or whatever. That's the only figure that I see. There's a Cella listed. I love the TNA cards. They're all like the autograph cards are all like $10. Nick Aldis isn't even very good, I'm sorry to say.
Well, I can say that I never saw him wrestle.
Oh wow, the 1 of 100 sold for 250 US dollars.
Wow. Somebody's desperate.
Who's paying that?
Matt Cardona.
Do you think so? No, he doesn't need to
Oh,
pay anything. He just asks for it and they send it to him. Okay, is there actually 8 versions of this figure?
I think so.
You're not joking.
I'm not joking.
Oh,
There's like
here's
a
another
gold
one.
version. There's a gold version, a bloody version. I think a purple, a blue, a red. They made like different
Well,
colors.
the one that I saw was the bloody purple, which was the 1 of 100. Oh, here's a gold version right here.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's another 1 of 100.
There you go. See, you only had
Then
up.
there's a black pant version, there's a red pant version,
There you go.
and those are on goldish kind of cards.
See, there you go.
So I've seen 3 versions so far, I think. Wait, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 versions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get there. You get to 8.
Oh, here's a purple. Oh, this is the bloody version. Okay, never mind. That's the same one.
There you go.
So bloody, gold, regular. So we're at 4. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's my problem with micro ballers. Like, who's buying the blue meanie? The
Um,
blue meanie?
you got me there.
Are you buying the blue meanie? Oh wow. The
Yeah.
black pant version is also 1 of 100. How many 1 of 100s do we need?
Apparently 4.
There's 3 right there, I'll tell you.
Are you buying the blue mini?
Of course.
See?
A wrestler I never liked, the blue meanie. There we go.
Wow, Vang's right up there with the Big Show.
I probably dislike him more than the Big Show, actually.
Oh, we found somebody you dislike more than the Big Show.
Well, like who the okay, like the blue fucking meanie, like he if you look at see, this is why I can never reveal who I am. If you ever look at his shit online, he talks about himself like he's actually important in some way.
I don't
Have
pay,
you ever noticed
I
that?
don't, I
Like
don't pay
he just seems
attention.
very full of him. He seems very full of himself. Like the only thing you ever did was got beat up by JBL
Yes, I remember. I remember that.
and the BWO, obviously, but like you're the most
This is
inconsequential piece of the BWO.
this is why I can never reveal who I am.
Well, for
Oh, that's
real,
such a
like,
shame. Such a shame. I would love to see your face on here, Kanenite10. I think it'd be
well, you know what I look like, so that's good
well.
enough.
I know, but
For real though, like the blue meanie is, he just seems like such a dink. I don't know. Sorry if you're not a dink there, blue meanie, but
well, I doubt he's gonna be listening to this podcast. So
if he ever does, for whatever reason, if
yes,
somebody is like, "Hey, you should listen to this guy trashing this guy,"
I well, there you go. I mean, I don't have a comeback to this. I don't know who I don't watch the Blue Meanie, so
he also dyes his beard and his hair blue, which is kind of annoying.
yes, so I know about that. Seems odd this choice, this point in your age and career,
Well,
but
his hair is probably all gray, so it's probably easy.
probably that's
Who's buying his shit? That's what I want to know.
him, probably.
He has a knockoff Roman Reigns shirt that says "Acknowledge Meanie," and then it's a silhouette with stars around him, just like as the "Acknowledge Me" shirt that Roman Reigns had.
Yeah.
Blue Meanie has a knockoff one.
Wow.
It says "Acknowledge Meanie."
Hmm. Do
Like
you
you're
do you acknowledge the meanie, Canaanite 10?
no, absolutely fucking not. So it's just like the Roman Reigns shirt that says "Acknowledge Me," like the acknowledge is in like a arch above me, and then it has the Roman Reigns logo and 2 stars on either side.
Mm-hmm.
This one just says "Acknowledge Meanie," and it has a silhouette of the blue meanie instead of the Roman Reigns logo.
Wow.
That actually like kind of annoys me because, fun fact, I've been on shows with Kenny Omega, and I remember one time Kenny Omega was like shitting on people for copying the Bullet Club shirts. He's like, everybody copy the fucking get your own idea sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this fucking guy just copies Roman Reigns.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have your own ideas.
Yeah, but you could do so much. Like you're your own fucking guy. You had your own career. You're not some shitbag indie guy, although you are kind of now.
I like how you
I will
say
never steal.
he
I
had
will
his
never
own
steal an idea.
he had his
Well,
own
not
career. He had his own career, as we say. The only thing we remember him from is being beat up by JBL.
in the BWO. I remember when him and Stevie Richards were around early in the WWF. But like, I will steal from pop culture, but I will not steal directly from another wrestler. Like, you'll never see a fucking Bullet Club logo shirt knockoff for me, or a Roman Reigns knockoff shirt from me. I'll tell you that right now. That's just the lamest of the lame.
Yes, it is. And if people listening do not know, Kanenite10 is an independent wrestler. So that is why
That's
he's
true. That's true.
yes.
Yes.
In case we have
And
only
I'm not fucking stealing a Bullet Club shirt for my own sake.
yeah, in case we have any first time viewers and listeners here, you are an independent wrestler.
I am.
So
I'm not stealing fucking logos.
your opinion matters in this.
That's true. It does not matter one fucking bit.
I said your opinion does matter in this.
I know, but I'm telling you it does not. I'm just some bum indie wrestler, right? Who the fuck am I?
Well, you have a great following.
No, I sure do.
You do.
I sure do.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
I've had a tryout and whatever, but like that, I'm still nobody until I get signed, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that. You're somebody to me.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm your pal, but that
Yes.
hates the blue meanie, and that makes me hate him even more that he stole the Roman Reigns shirt.
Well, I don't think there's any better segue into what we're doing today than hating the Blue Meanie right into a first blood match with Haku.
Haku and Rikishi.
Yes, because that is first on our docket here, ladies and gentlemen. Creatures of the Night, Canaanites, where the Undertaker.
Sorry for the rant, unrestricted rant.
No, you're fine. You're good. It adds a little bit of sauce to the podcast.
Oh, that was a lot of sauce. That was like
That's
just a half an hour rant on how I don't like the blue meanie.
Hey, I'm totally cool. So, not to get too off topic, but we are heading right to SmackDown to the extreme as Brothers of Destruction, the newly minted Brothers of Destruction, as we saw at the Royal Rumble, take on Rikishi and Haku in a first blood match.
This is so weird. Like their first match together.
I know,
a
right?
First blood match. Like you'd even think that they do something where it was like singles matches and like maybe it's like Kane and Rikishi or something, and then Haku runs out and then the Undertaker runs out and saves Kane, like build it a little more. But they didn't attack each other at the Rumble. They're a tag now.
Yeah, yes they are. And fun fact, going forward, Creatures of the Night, whenever we do mega episodes like this, I will be using YouTube as a guide because Peacock annoys me while trying to go through each Raw and SmackDown, trying to find the match. Well, they don't give you chapters. So that annoyed me to the point that I'm going over to YouTube when we have these mega episodes, and I will say where you can find these from and how long the video is, so you know exactly where to follow along with us as we get started here on our mega episode marching towards No Way Out. So Kanenite10, are you ready, or shall we trash the blue meanie just a little bit more?
No, I think we're good for now. I'm sure it'll come up later.
I'm sure it will too. I just want to make sure it's all out of your system right now before we get started.
It'll never be out of my system.
Okay. That's good to know though, because you got
Truly.
you got to fit in the Blue Meanie hate, the Big Show hate, the Matt Cardona hate.
Like, man, I didn't hate Zack Ryder like when he was a wrestler and stuff. Like I don't hate Zack Ryder. I just hate the major figure stuff. Him opening absurdly rare Kane items that I would kill him for, but
Oh, I couldn't even bear that he opened up that electronic body slam bendum that I need.
oh, right,
Oh, I need that so badly, and he opened it up.
right. That was the what was it, Austin and Taker?
It was Austin and Taker with Kane and X-Pac on the side.
Oh, Jesus.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's the one I'm talking about too.
I
We're talking
know.
about the same one. And I remember going through sold listings after, and it was listed as like Just Toys Electronic Body Slam, and that was it.
No wonder I never found it.
Yeah, it was like $40.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
I
killed me.
remember finding it after being like, what the hell is this? And I forget how I found it, but I was just looking and I'm like, are you kidding me? And there's a couple of them like that, that had very vague listings from that seller being like Just Toys this, Just Toys Electronic Body Slam.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
killing
that's
me
why I
over
hate Matt
here.
Cardona.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. I mean, anybody.
Fun fact, before his wife got signed and met him and all this when she was brand new, she wrestled out this way for a bit because she's from the West
Oh,
Coast
that's
here, and
right.
I tagged with her a whole bunch.
That's right. She is Canadian.
Yep, I tagged with her a whole bunch.
Really?
Yeah,
That's fun to know.
yeah, it was fun. She was really nice. I have no bad things to say about her.
Well, that's good. You just had the Matt Cardona hate, not the Chelsea Green hate.
I don't hate Matt Cardona. I just hate that he
Him
opens that
opening up
shit. But I
super
mean,
rare
that's
Kane
like,
Undertaker items.
I mean, like you bought it. I mean, do what you wish with it. It's just like painful to see.
I know it is. I know. It's painful. But not as painful as what Rikishi and Haku are going to feel at the hands of the Brothers of Destruction. See how I did that segue there?
Yeah,
And are you ready?
yeah.
Okay. And I am on YouTube where it is uploaded from Eliminator Kane, DKL, Kane and The Undertaker versus Rikishi and Aku in a first blood match.
Do you
And
have it at the gong, like right at the Undertaker's entrance?
have it queued up at the gong, which is
Nice.
about
Okay.
10 seconds in. And it is 9 minutes and 52 seconds long for those who want to find the exact video we are watching. And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on the same one here.
I am 10 seconds in. And in 3, 2, 1, let us press play and begin this match.
I like the footsteps.
Yes, me too. Fun little signs in the crowd here.
Yeah.
We got the fire. This is good stuff.
Oh wow, they got a big X over SmackDown.
Yeah, it's SmackDown to the extreme. Because remember, I think this is around the XFL time. Remember, X and XFL is for the extreme.
Right. Yeah.
Undertaker Kane.
Wow, they also have to work extreme into everything they say.
Yeah, you have to.
Kane rolling in the ring.
Like a boss.
Kane didn't really pull over the rope, step over the rope much in this era. He did a lot of sliding in.
Did a lot of
Also, looks like an old mask. I'm trying to get a good look here, but this looks different than what he had at the Rumble. It's looking a little darker. No, it is the same one. Never mind. Is that a marry me sign in the back?
Yes, it is.
Wow. I got married on SmackDown to the extreme.
Hey, where did you meet your
I
wife?
proposed.
I proposed to
Yeah,
her.
how did you
To the
propose
extreme.
on TV? Yeah. Did you know Rikishi, like the thing down the middle of his abdomen is a scar and not just his like ab line or something?
I never really paid attention to that.
I always noticed that like growing up, and Rikishi got shot and he had to have surgery or something, and
Oh
that's what
my
that is. It's a
God.
big scar. Yeah. Like if you notice it, I just always thought it was like a stomach line, down the middle, whatever. You see it?
Yeah, I always thought it was like a stomach line, maybe some weird birthmark or something.
I just figured it was like because it's right up the middle of his gut, so I just thought it was like his ab line, but no, it's a big scar from he got shot or something,
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
right? I like Rikishi. I always have, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
He always
Good.
moved really well.
Yeah, good friend to Taker, part of BSK. Who wouldn't love Rikishi?
That's true. But yet Kane's not part of the BSK.
No, no.
I guess the BSK was like the early days though,
Yeah, it
right?
was formed before Kane came in. Like
So Kane for
95.
sure would have been part of it, though, right? I'm guessing.
Oh, I think he may be like an honorary member now, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
sure.
not like official BSK, but he's definitely like probably part of the crew, right?
Yeah.
But if he was around a couple years earlier, I bet he would have been a
Oh,
part of
I'm
it.
sure of it. Yeah, because that was like formed like around 94, 95.
Yeah,
Yeah, when they had Yokozuna and Rikishi was just and the Godwins and everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Such a weird smattering, but I can see the Godwins and Taker getting along well, the rednecky kind of guys, right?
Yeah, tattoos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Samoans, Undertaker close with the Samoans.
Old school. He yelled old school in this one, eh?
Yeah. This is when he starts yelling it like around end of 2000, 2001.
Is this when they officially named it?
Yeah, I think they named it like in the Badass era. That's when they named it.
Rikishi loves those inside out clotheslines.
He does.
All
And
right,
and,
Kane's
and
turned to shine in the ring a little bit.
and wrestlers love using the steel steps when in a first blood match.
Those are good smacks. Oh, Rikishi's bleeding now. I guarantee it. Just saw him blade.
Oh no, not yet, not yet.
I swear he has something in his hand.
Kane's in the ring here.
Oh, stick. Whoa. You don't see Kane do that very often,
Oh, nice leg drop.
right?
Learns from his brother.
Yeah. That was high.
Yeah, you see that
I
in
remember in the games, Kane always did leg drops in the games. Did I see what?
you remember that Inferno match leg drop from Taker? That was high.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Undertaker always got up for them. That was a very nice chair shot.
Yeah, to the back, which wouldn't make him bleed, but okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God.
He's just all over the place today.
He is all over the place.
Oh, he's gonna hit the post.
He's like flying high today. He's like all over.
He just dropped the chair because he missed.
Yeah, I mean, when you miss, you just drop the chair.
I wish he had sold his hands, and that's why he dropped the chair.
Previously injured ribs of Kane.
Interesting. When?
Good question. I don't know. Was that like when he was?
Yeah, I swear. When I don't remember his ribs being hurt at all this time at all.
I was gonna say maybe was that like a year ago when he was out.
No, I don't remember any of that being rib related. Whoa, Kane jumping in the buckle there.
Interesting.
I swear Rikishi had a blade in his hand when he was getting the steel steps. I swear.
Undertaker's unloading on Haku. Get that.
Oh, here goes. Oh,
Oh,
gross.
that was a stiff one.
Whoa. Oh, I was gonna say Kane takes a stink face. No way.
But would it really affect him?
Yeah, right. Kane's really firing up.
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa, Kane's all over the place
what
today.
is it up with? Is Undertaker throwing in steps?
Yeah, this is
This is a fun match.
whoa.
Haku's bleeding like a stuffed pig.
They've literally got like no offense this match too.
Oh,
Hey, I guarantee Rikishi had a blade because steel steps when Undertaker was out there because he's blading now for sure.
I'm sure.
1,000,000%.
Throw in Haku so the referee can see him. Come on, Chioda, look.
Wow, Haku is bleeding. See, there's Rikishi bleeding.
Yeah,
I'm
Rikishi.
willing to bet it was like steps, so like Undertaker put him on the steps and he was like maybe a little confused. What a dumb match. How are you gonna make Kane bleed?
Well, if they haven't learned in what 3 years now that you can't make Kane bleed.
Well, to be fair, Kane bled at SummerSlam 2000,
Well, you had to rip the
6 months
mask off.
prior. Well, he did bleed though. I wonder if Kane ever bladed like before he was Kane, or if that was like his legit first time.
That's a good question. Those steel steps are getting a workout in this match.
Yeah, both sides too, because that's from the opposite side.
That brother's fired up in this match. Kane was all over the place.
Kane was like freaking throwing his arms all over too and whatnot. Wow, a double pyro.
Nice.
That has to be the only time that happens.
Kane is like having fun out there today.
Kane is just all over the map today. Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
He's got some of that good Hulk Hogan cocaine.
Frick, for real.
So
What's the next one? The Dudleys?
the next one is the Dudleys. It is uploaded by Kane Titantron, and the title is Kane and the Undertaker versus the Dudley Boys Tag Team Titles Match 2001, 1 of 2. It is 6 minutes and 3 seconds because it is separated into 2 parts.
What's the date on this one? I assume.
This one is a Monday Night Raw, and it is February 12th, 2001. And when you have it up and running, let me know and we can count it down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it actually. Oh, here we go. Wait. Edge and Christian versus Kane and Undertaker is also on February 12th?
No. That's the next one, I believe.
It just says February 12th as well.
Interesting. No, this one says Kane and the Undertaker versus the Dudley Boys Tag Team Titles Match 2001. Uploaded by Kane Titantron.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, I found the two of. Oh, here it is. All right.
We got there. You got there?
I'm here. I got it.
Awesome. Awesome. So as always, we shall count it down. 3, 2, 1, play.
Do you have the beginning intro video?
Yeah. Like,
Fun fact, that's Kane's unused theme by Typo Negative.
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Oh, here's separate entrances now again.
Right. Separate entrances for the brothers, even though they just had a double entrance.
They need Kane to settle down tonight.
Yeah. Unless is he going to do the pyro and then into the Undertaker?
I'm guessing. Kane is so jacked in this era. Yeah. With
Yeah.
the Armageddon logo.
Yeah. Unforgiven.
Oh, Unforgiven.
Nice. I like how they did.
That's why, because he wants the bike tonight.
He done the bike tonight. I like the Kane into the Undertaker entrance. It's very
Yep.
it's very just bring it PS2 vibes for me.
Hey, have we seen Dead Man Inc. on a shirt yet?
Ooh. Yes. I don't know. It's definitely a merch shirt. It was because in the SmackDown one, people were wearing it. I don't know if he wore it yet.
Oh,
He's got it tonight.
okay. So it must be pretty new at this point, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty new.
I'm really excited to see when the pleather pants debut because we still have jeans here tonight.
Yes, we still have jeans.
Was he wearing jeans in the Rumble?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
He was wearing jeans, and he wears the leather pants against Triple H at WrestleMania. I know that.
Well, we'll probably be able to pick when it debuts here.
Yeah, yes, we will. Here come the Dudleys, World Tag Team Champions.
When is the Edge and Christian match? Do you
The
happen to know the date?
the Edge and Christian match, I think, is uh, the following week, the 12th of Raw. This is the 5th of Raw, 5th of February. This is the 5th of February.
Oh, I see.
Edge and
I thought
Christian.
you said this was the 12th for some reason.
Did I say the 12th? I meant the 5th.
Ah, that's why I was confused about Edge and Christian.
Okay, yes. Edge and Christian is the 12th. This is the 5th of
Excuse me.
February.
Yeah, okay. I want to see that sign. Big Show fears who?
Oh
Probably
man,
the Blue Meanie.
stop! Where's Big Show fears?
It's on the right. It's like a yellow sign. It's not upright. It's on the hard cam side. Kane's looking great around this era. Like he's not getting his like bit of a gut. Well, he always has a bit of one, but like his chest and arms are just
It's that Hulk Hogan cocaine.
yeah. You're full, brother.
Doesn't work for me tonight, brother.
Damn it, pal.
How many Austins?
6.
Everything's Austin, pal. Ooh, missed.
Left arm elbow is interesting.
I like how Kane's masks, as they become more worn, it just becomes like black.
Oh, I love it. My favorite's like the first inverted mask because it's just like black at the end. Bubba loves taking backdrops.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's interesting. Oh, Kane's gonna fly.
He jumped into that.
Yeah, he did.
Kick in the ass.
No, that'll stop anybody. Undertaker's in now. Here we go.
Kinda. He's having a little trouble. What are they talking about? Why'd they ever get rid of Mike Chioda? What a bad move.
I know, right? He was there for like 30 years.
Right?
I don't know why.
Did AEW pick him up?
I have no idea. I really don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I know he has a podcast, I think.
Everybody has a
Because I was going to
podcast.
say,
You
because
have a
thank you.
podcast. It's around the place of that Ruth sign, I feel like the Big Show.
Does Big Show fear Ruth?
I don't I think it's just like someone's name, yeah.
Big Show fears Jenny Craig.
Jenny Craig. Oh, there's the end of part 1.
That is the end of part 1. What a way to end. But we are.
And as he's about to boot. This is also uploaded in 2022. Like, what is the excuse for having 2 parts on this one?
Wow.
Back in the day, remember YouTube used to have like a 10-minute limit? I can get that.
I remember, but we are right into part 2 here. Are you playing it?
It's just starting. Yeah, he just booted him.
Yeah. I remember the 10-minute limit. Yes.
Another missed elbow.
We are dating each other with the YouTube 10-minute time limits.
All right. Oh, get out of the way, ref, so I can run for 30 steps to hit Kane.
Oh no.
They missed Devon. Whoa.
Oof. Undertaker taking that what's up.
Right in the gooch. Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
And down for the 3D and he DDT'd him.
Yeah, and Kane pulled Bubba down.
Yeah.
It's good teamwork. Good teamwork.
Oh, Bubba just gets out of the ring. Okay. He breaks up the pin and then that's it. Okay.
No, excuse me. Sneezing live here on the podcast. How rude of me.
Well, I had a good one earlier. Another. Kane's just throwing the leg drop throughout.
Yeah, he's just throwing them around.
Like he's done them earlier, but he's never been super consistent, I don't think.
Yeah, this is like twice in a row now. I wonder if he's gonna do it all matches we see today.
That's interesting. That will be the only move we'll have seen every match, unless there's also a choke slam or something. But old school, we'll see every match, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
But like, we didn't see any power slams. The DDT wasn't last match. The only thing Undertaker really hit was like the old school and last match, and that was sort of it, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Kane's the one that hit the choke slam.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Undertaker even did a move.
Yeah, it was just mostly brawling. Because it was, a first blood match.
Well, Kane did a leg drop.
Well, Kane should have been focusing more on making them bleed.
He was sitting on their face.
He was sitting on their face.
Oh, he's trying to break their jaw and their nose. It's happened to the Undertaker. He should be very familiar with that.
Too soon, brother. Too soon.
20 years later.
Too soon, brother.
30, almost 30, 25 years later. Oh, we folded Undertaker up there. Jeez.
Oof, shit.
He does not look very happy about that either. Kind of moving a little gingerly, eh?
Yeah.
No receipt. SmackDown Extreme. What else was on SmackDown Extreme? A cage?
I have no idea. I really don't. I think maybe a table match or I don't know. I don't think I ever watched that episode in full.
Oh, nice duck.
Oh,
He didn't even duck. He's sore. You can tell that kind of fucked him up. Undertaker looks like he's actually laboring a little bit.
yeah, I think that move really, I think it knocked him the wrong way.
Well, it probably winded him a bit. When you get folded up like that, it's very easy to get winded. It sucks. Uh-oh, is he gonna smack? Oh. For what? Don't read lips.
They DQ'd him because he thought he hit them with the chair.
Yeah, I guess so.
Stupid
I
Kyoto.
kind of wish it.
Kyoto's so dumb.
It's your ass, boy.
We can all read the Undertaker's lips of what he called them.
I was waiting for a bit of a receipt to Bubba Ray there.
Yeah, that move did not look good. That took it out of him.
Because he didn't even bend over for the duck, eh?
Yeah.
Like that miss, he just just ran past them basically. Oh, they skipped it here in the replay. I wish he had driven him a little bit more.
Christian's always good for getting hit with chairs. Well, that's it for that match. But now we move on to Edge and Christian versus Kane and The Undertaker on February 12th, 2001. This one's uploaded by Too Much Wrestling with a 9-minute and 1-second runtime. Let me know when you have that one all queued up.
Yeah, I got it. It's just
Oh.
Christian and Edge backstage.
Yeah, that's it. And we will count it down as we always do with 3, 2, 1, play.
I never liked these shirts that they had.
The yellow ones.
Yeah, I never super liked Edge and Christian at all.
Yeah, me either.
I know lots of people are like, oh, they're so funny, they're this and that, but I don't know, I never cared for them that
No,
much.
they annoyed the shit out of me.
It wasn't even like they annoyed me. I just never super cared for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Hardys were cool because they jumped off stuff. The Dudleys were cool because of tables, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Although in later years, I get the vibe that like Bubba Ray's a little bit of a dink. Just hearing him talk and stuff, but whatever.
Yeah. That's true. But oh well. As kids, they were fun.
Yeah, I certainly like them more than Edge and Christian.
Yeah, that's true. I never cared for Edge or Christian. Never did.
Me neither.
I like Edge when he's by himself.
Nope.
You don't like Edge, huh?
Never liked Edge.
Never liked Edge. I didn't like Edge until I think I really didn't like Edge until much later when I appreciated him more. Like when he was like I couldn't stand him like in the feud with the Undertaker because I was always rooting for the Undertaker. So I couldn't stand him. But I think like looking back at it, like now, I appreciate the rivalry and I appreciate stuff like that. The heel work.
I never cared for Edge. And
Anyway,
the man La Familia was like, I hated that. That was they're all over SmackDown.
I
All
did
over
too.
SmackDown. Like so much. Like looking back, I still hate it.
Oh yeah,
But I
I get.
never liked Edge. Like, I don't know, Edge never looked like much. Like, he's a tall guy, but he was never that super built. And nothing against him or anything. He's wrestling is fine, but I just never. He beat Kurt Angle for King of the Ring, and in back in the day, like tag team guys were like jobbers to guys like Kane and the Undertaker, right?
Ooh, Kane standing on the apron to bring in the Undertaker.
Yeah. You know what I mean though? Like when Jeff Hardy beat Triple H thanks to Kane and the Undertaker, it was like the biggest upset ever
Yeah.
for the IC title. And then like Edge wins King of the Ring against Kurt Angle clean. Like, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't. He's a tag guy. Like he's like Scotty Too Hottie versus Kurt Angle. Like that's the equivalent of Edge versus Kurt Angle in that era to me when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I mean, I like I said, I hated it. I hated the La Familia. I hated everything about it. Hated Edge Jr. and take a feud. I just say, looking back at it, I appreciate the rivalry.
Also, Edge is a 10-time world champion. Pardon me.
I know, right?
10 times? Can give one of those to Kane? Come on.
10 times. And not only that, he beat Kane for a title.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Kane had the belt then, and that was a god awful feud too. Good God.
I know. I know. Ten
Also, like,
times.
what's Edge's? He's 10-time world champion.
I like it. He said 10 times. You couldn't give one of those to Kane.
Well, I'm pretty sure Kane was lined up. I don't know. Who knows if he would have won at that Great American Bash there, but then Edge got hurt. 2007 there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Oh my God,
That's
2007.
when Cali got it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like Kane was doing all the Taker stuff, mind games, all this. I was pretty into it. And then Edge got hurt right before the pay per view.
Oh,
But that'd be like, Edge beating Kurt Angle. That's like Devon beating Stone Cold. That's the equivalent to me. Like, look at this. He just got chokeslammed. Like he's nobody.
oh, Kane gets smacked with a chair. There's a couple of people right in the front row with Kane masks. Must be you.
Yeah, me and my friends.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there I am.
yeah. There you are and your friends.
That's a great gag.
I know it is.
Also, like, what's these guys' like gimmicks? Like they're just kind of douchebaggy or what? What is an edge?
What what is an edge?
What is Christian? I liked, it's funny, like every wrestler likes Christian more than Edge, and like everybody loves Christian, like all the workers. And like Christian's fine, don't get me wrong, but I never like super cared for him either.
Yeah.
You know what I always hated? That jump over punch in the face when the guys hung up on the ropes. Like what a waste of movement.
That's true.
Like how he'd leap over to the floor. Like what? That is the best thing you can think of for that position. I don't know. I never liked that move anyways.
I don't think I was not really into tag team wrestlers when I was a kid either. I always liked, Undertaker was my guy, but I always liked the big stars like Austin, Rock, Kane, Triple H, people like that.
Yeah.
I never really cared for any of the tag teams, and if I did, it was probably the Hardys or stuff like that.
I cared for some of the tag teams. Like I remember thinking the TLC match was cool, but it was always like the undercard compared to the belts and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And then like this guy keeps lifting his shirt on the freaking in the background. And then like I love Too Cool. I love the Hardys, like,
that
but they're
guy.
like they're just like yeah, they're just like different level. Like they're not Austin, Kane, Taker. They're not the big stars. The Dudleys, like they're not on that level.
Hmm.
And I recognize making new stars, etc., blah blah blah, and like pushing why they pushed Edge and all this other stuff. But like 9-year-old me watching Edge win King of the Ring in like 6 months from now is like, no, no, he doesn't. Like Edge can't beat Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's a multi-time WWF champion. Are you kidding me?
It's crazy. It's just crazy. And
Like
now this whole
this tag guy beats this like WWF champion clean. Like what?
match has now spiraled out of control. It's a disqualification. Sergeant Slaughter's out here to restore peace.
Good to restore peace. I don't know why that got me so good. And he literally only has Devon. Oh, he's kind of got Kane. And
His black sweatshirt, he's if means business.
he's lisping all over the place
He's there to restore peace.
with a big lisp. Oh, Sergeant Slaughter's got a ref. The police. Oh, okay.
This is crazy. Let's go back to the guy lifting
Madness.
the
Oh yeah, you'd love that.
shirt.
There was like a few of them. It wasn't the same guy. But yeah, like to me, Edge was like never a star like Stone Cold or Cena or Orton or
Yeah, that's why I always liked big stars. They just gravitated to them more.
like I'm not even like I know I don't like the Big Show, but I can see his appeal and his star power because he's a big guy.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, and that was like my big problem with those tag guys is they're all so much smaller than the rest of the guys too, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
Like to me, that's like legacy era hardcore Holly with tagging with Cody Rhodes. Just gets
oh
pushed and
yeah,
then he beats like I don't know, beats Eddie Guerrero for the title out of or for King of the Ring. Like what?
yeah,
Or he beats like Chris Benoit for King of the Ring, or I don't know, Shawn Michaels. That's
Mhm.
the equivalent of that.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. Yeah. And speaking of Edge and Christian, we're not done with them yet. As Undertaker, Kane, and The Rock fight Edge, Christian, and Kurt Angle on the SmackDown edition of February 22nd. February 22nd, SmackDown edition, the Go Home Show before No Way Out. And this is uploaded by Kane Titantron again. It is one of two parts.
Oh,
And says Kane
oh,
Undertaker.
I got WWE has, or is it the full video?
It's like 9 minutes. One's 6, one's 3, I think.
Let me look because WWE has it up. Oh, it's just part of the video. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I can totally. I see where you are.
Oh, there's another one. NGAKAK.com has the full match.
What's the
Is it
title?
on SmackDown?
Yes, it's on SmackDown.
Rock, The Undertaker, and Kane versus Kurt Angle, Edge, and Christian. 9 minutes and 57 seconds. And it starts with them in the ring.
And you said this is uploaded by who?
Nagakak, NGAKAK dot space COM.
Oh, the quality is pretty crappy.
I mean, it's not bad.
Okay, we'll stick to the one-parter one. Okay, so as you heard, uploaded by NGAKAK.com, The Rock, The Undertaker, Kane versus Kurt Angle, Edge, and Christian. It is 9 minutes, 56 seconds. And then 3, 2, 1, play. Undertaker starting off the match. Edge gets out of the ring, tags Christian.
See, this guy beats Kurt Angle for King of the Ring in 5 months
I love how you hung up on that.
because I'll never like. It's just never.
I know. I can totally see where you're coming from. It is crappy. But Kurt Angle has been unceremoniously tossed into the ring by The Undertaker.
He got punched and then fell into the ring. Actually,
And this is the guy that loses to Edge in 6 months.
yeah, less than. When's King of the Ring?
June.
June?
June. 5 months. No,
4 months.
4 months.
Uh,
Rock wants in.
oh, red script tonight.
Red script Rock.
Now, what's on his elbow pads? Do they match?
Yes, it's like little Brahma bulls, I think.
But do they match the color? Is what I was gonna say.
I think they do. Undertaker still in jeans.
Yeah, good observation.
Thank you.
Edge in like velvet.
Yeah, as is
It
Christian.
looks like that material. Like if you rub it, it'll like leave your fingerprints.
Yeah.
I like Kurt Angle moving at the last second. Kurt Angle is just so good.
But he loses to Edge in 4 months.
For real. That's definitely velvet.
Such a travesty. Oh, here comes old school.
I can't tell. Did he say it out loud? Yes, he did. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Christian is wearing velvet. I like Edge's more because you can see the color. Christian's is just weird. I wonder where these ring used Undertaker jeans are tonight, right now as we speak.
Right now, as we speak, pie in the garbage.
You think they got thrown away?
Probably. They probably got ripped or something along the way, and that's maybe why he changed.
Kane tiptoeing along the apron.
That's like a song right there. Kane tiptoeing through the apron.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
He kind of like just got really light-footed all of a sudden. And okay.
No, that's not gonna work. That's gonna work.
I wonder if Kane calls that because we've seen him do that quite a few times now.
Ooh, he's gonna press Christian. Oh, that's a hard landing. Rock wants a tag. Okay, Rock's in.
Future world champion Christian.
Future world champion Christian.
That was stupid. I don't think Rock has anything on his elbow pads tonight. No, he does not.
Oh, interesting. That's a rare Rock elbow pad.
I do know what you're talking about though, because they're like the spongy, foamy looking with the Brahma bull on the back, and they're always white. I was pretty sure.
Yeah, it's usually a white Brahma bull with like a red outline or something.
But he has nothing on these ones.
Yeah, it's just plain Jane.
When did he start those? He had them earlier because he was doing it in like the year 2000 for sure.
Yeah, he had them in 2000. I know that because of the No Mercy game.
Right. I just like swear, yeah, because when he throw them off and whatever.
I base a lot of my memories off video games, so.
I wonder how much one would go for that was proving caught in the crowd because he threw out probably hundreds a year.
Proving that you caught it in the crowd. That's a little tough to prove back then. I would say that's a little.
Unless you're. Yeah. I just mean like I wonder what one would be valued at, like a couple $100, you think?
I would say that's a fair guess. Undertaker doing his signature pacing back and forth when he's in a tag match.
Signature pacing. Also, I hate Edge's logo. It just says Edge, and then it's like, what's it doing? Breaking through stuff, like, and he has it on his boots too.
Isn't it like It looks like glass shattering. Is that what you think?
Yeah, I get that. But it's also like the logo itself looks lame, and then it's on his boots too. Like, oh, also Kurt Angle's singlet is down tonight.
Yeah, right from the get-go.
Yeah, I like the singlet he has. This is a good singlet he has.
I wonder if there was like some kind of pre-match thing.
Yeah, hard to say. I doubt it. Like, not a beat up or anything, if that's what you mean.
Undertaker is
He's had other matches where it was like that too.
yeah. Edge is taunting the Undertaker. He does not want to do that.
I wonder who The Rock's friends were backstage back in the day.
Rock's friends?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know he's friends with Taker. So if you can have any friend, that's the best one to have.
According to Taker or what?
To both of them, yeah. They're both good friends.
Interesting.
Yeah. He had Austin.
Yeah. Just like, you know, who's this guy riding with? Like, Kane is obviously riding with Taker, and I heard Kane. Who else did he used to ride with? Foley a little bit.
Yeah. Paul Bearer.
Yeah, obviously. That's like very early. Like, I wonder who Kane rode with in like the mid 2000s. Whoa. Holy shit.
Mid 2000s, I would think, I don't know, maybe they took more planes.
That chokeslam the Christian, though.
I know, right?
That was like the freaking giant floaty ass chokeslam. Holy shit.
Is this gonna end in DQ again? Another one's
Of
gonna end
course.
in DQ. Did we have a? Is the first blood match the only clean one that ended right?
I guess so. I like how these guys are heels, but they're just like, was
Are they heels? Edge and Christian are the heels. I don't think the Dudley Boys are heels.
I don't think they're face. They're more like the tweeners that are kind of cool, or the cool heel, you know. See, it says No Way Out on it because that's the name of the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. Not only is it the name of the next pay-per-view, this is the go-home show.
It's right before the next pay-per-view. It says No Way Out on the table.
It's the marketing, pal. How many Austins? All the Austins.
You know what's wild? In 1 year, the NWO will be in the WF.
It's crazy.
1 year.
That's crazy to think. And in 1 year,
It feels like
Undertaker faces The Rock.
at No Way Out.
Yeah.
It feels like such a long period of time to go from 2001 to 2002, basically, right? Like so much changes. And then like now you look at like 2016 to now, like nothing has changed.
I know, right?
Like even the last 10 years, like sure lots has changed, but a lot hasn't as well. Whereas if you go from like, oh wow, I didn't think The Rock was gonna go through it.
Wait, is it no DQ?
I don't know.
Well, Kurt Angle picked up the victory for his team, Edge and Christian.
I was gonna say though, you go from like 1991 to 2001 and the change is like immense in every aspect.
Yeah.
The characters, the moves, the gimmick matches, the you know, and then you go from 2012 to now and like everything's the same.
Basically everything's the same. So that I
The
thought
characters like stay the same too. And then you look at guys runs on top, like how long was Austin on top for? Like 3 or 4 years, truly.
yeah.
And it felt like a long time. Same with The Rock. How long was The Rock on top? 3 or 4 years once again.
Yeah.
Now you have guys on top for literally like 20 years,
Yeah, literally.
like Orton and Cena.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy to think about all the changes and it just in like a blink of an eye. And now this one just as long and it's hardly nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But we are at the main event of this episode. We are at No Way Out, the next pay-per-view. And it has brought us into a triple threat tables match for the World Tag Team Championships. You got
This
the
is the
Dudley.
WF Tag Team titles. Don't even get ahead of yourself yet.
Okay. It is the Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian versus the Brothers of Destruction for the WWF Tag Team Championship in a triple threat tables match. And this is uploaded by WWE. Full match, 15 minutes, 35 seconds. And are you ready?
Yeah, I'm just getting past the video
Perfect. So let me know when you are
or
ready.
past the ad, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, ad number 2.
Oh, you think you're done with one, and then it hits you with a second.
Oh, I got to start from the beginning. All right.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, play. Looks like Kane's out first.
Well, Kane is always naturally out before. So the infamous all black no way out attire,
Yes.
which is actually Kurt Angle's Titantron's playing on the one
Oh no, no.
Titantron. Kurt Angle's video was playing.
Oh yeah, it's the match card. I think Rockin's on the other side.
Oh,
And here's Undertaker. See
yeah,
Rockin.
yeah, okay, no escape. Oh, I see.
There's Triple H.
Anyways, that's weird.
Yeah. It's happened like I think like a fully loaded 2000 was like that too.
So, anyways, this is the infamous, uh, 2 infamous attires.
Yes. Kane is
Kane's
all black and the Undertaker in
Kane is in
pajamas.
all black. Yeah. Undertaker in what?
I call it the Undertaker in pajamas.
The one piece. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. And Undertaker still carrying a little bit extra weight at this era. And this outfit does not flatter him.
I know. But I
Um
need a figure of this in this area in this costume. I need it.
I need this as Kane, but we're never going to get that because I can't even get the completed. So this is unfinished attire. It is Kane debuted it later in the summer when it was finished and the red was added to it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I like to call the WrestleMania 18 attire because even though he wore it numerous times, that's probably his most infamous time. He also wore it up in pretty much all of 2002, actually.
Really?
He
It's just
stopped wearing, yeah, he stopped wearing the other singlet and he wore pretty much this one all through 2002. This was the singlet he was wearing when he got hurt by the NWO and such.
really.
Yeah. This he
Wow, this
wore
is
this attire. Yeah, he wore this attire a lot. It's just unfinished here, but
interesting.
yeah, he wore it a lot. And fun fact, there's no figures of it. No Jacks, no Mattel, no nothing of this. Not this all black attire, but even the finished attire, there's no figures of it
That's
whatsoever.
crazy.
Not a single one.
And there's no figures of this Undertaker in one piece pajamas either.
Much to your chagrin, I'm
It
sure.
is. I like it. You know, it's different and I like it.
It sure is different. I like the old school pull the pair of trunks over the tights.
You got the Dead Man ink, but yet also the ministry symbol on the chest. You know, I like it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Undertaker just does not it does not flatter him at this era. He is carrying some extra weight and it just does not look good on him.
I know.
Oof, yeah, that's not good at all. But yeah, even the finished, like I said, I call it the WrestleMania 18 attire because, but he wore it pretty much all of 2002, a lot of late 2001. I don't know when the last time he wore the normal singlet was, but it was probably summertime 2001. He stopped wearing it.
Interesting.
Like I want to say like September is probably the last time he wore it. He started wearing the finished version of this attire in the summer. He was wearing this when him and Undertaker defeated DDP and Canyon.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, he wore this attire a ton. And like I said, no figures exist of this attire. But
Chris.
yet that stupid Survivor Series one-off attire has
Series.
4 different releases. It's got a finishing moves. It's got an R3 tech. It's
Light.
got an elite,
It's crazy.
and it was released twice as the R3 tech. Once as the R3 tech series, and once as a 2-pack with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 18.
Wow, that's crazy.
4 releases for a one-time attire, and yet this one-time attire is forgotten about.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And the finished version is forgotten about as well, apparently.
Yeah, yes it is.
Frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did he hit Undertaker in the head?
Oh, I think so.
Like when he hit him in the back?
Yeah, he hit him in the back of the head.
Oh, Jesus.
Bubba's just fucking all the way up.
So,
Yeah, Undertaker, you see that? Oh,
all right, let's keep an eye on. Whoa, this match is a mess. Bubba slipped on the chair. Devon almost got whipped into Bubba Ray there.
Undertaker gets hit in the back of
Undertaker
the
got,
head.
yeah, he gets hit in the back of the head. That's just careless. Like obviously, Bubba, that obviously wasn't his intention, especially because it's the freaking Undertaker.
Yeah, I think they're checking on
But
him there.
but that being said, yeah, they totally are. That being said, that's not something you fucking do to anybody, let alone the Undertaker. I'm
Yeah,
very excited to see if Undertaker gives him a receipt for that, because that's twice now. He folded him up last match or the match before.
there's Bubba Ray's receipt.
That's not a receipt. I want to see the Undertaker punch him in the face. Taz is just laughing on commentary.
There's nothing wrong with a chunky Undertaker.
Just defending him out of nowhere. He's not even a part of this match right now. Just a random errant thought.
Just a random errant thought. I was gonna say that like 5 minutes ago, and then I forgot about it. So I said, I'll say it now.
But I mean, we've seen him in much better shape, so that's my only.
Of course.
So when you compare like a better shape to that, oh, this is cool. Well, you have to get the was up in.
You gotta get the what's up. I'm looking forward to when Kane does that with Devon.
Yeah.
I can't believe Undertaker's virtually been taken out of this match.
I mean, they got hit in the head. Undertaker twice. That would suck. Back of the head too. Fuck.
Yeah,
Is Undertaker bleeding?
It throws off all your equilibrium.
Undertaker's bleeding.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck. Would I be mad about that?
Oh, I got an ad.
Yeah, I got one. I had one earlier, but I skipped it.
Damn WWE. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
And we're badder than ever.
I want to see that. There has to be a receipt coming. Are we incorrect with the bleeding assessment, maybe?
I
His
thought it
hair just
was.
looks very wet
Yeah, and his
and
back of
dark,
his head looked red, so I don't know.
but now it's like kind of hard to see.
Somebody wants Al Snow to run for president, it looks like up there.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah. But not just any president, like wonky script president.
Yeah, wonky script president.
Oh, double power slam. Interesting.
Here comes Bubba. Go, punched him.
No, that was way too nice. Oh, he looks like he is bleeding, eh?
I know he is.
I hope Undertaker gets to hit him with a chair later. Whoa. You don't see Undertaker do that. This
No,
match is a fucking mess, though.
it
Ugh.
is a mess. It's a mess, but it's like controlled
But
chaotic.
I don't know. Everybody's like in everybody's way. Like Undertaker almost chop block Christian off his clothesline there, and just like Bubba slipping on the chairs. And he's like, let me put that in the ring, you idiot.
Oh, Devon's getting a boot to the face. It's like
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Devon has to tell Undertaker, yo, it was not me that hit you in the back. It was Bubba.
I mean, he should know because he turned around and took one to the head after, right?
El Snow for wonky script president.
Well, it's like all wavy.
Edge and Christian are battered and fried. They're apparently like fish.
I also really want to see them hit a concerto because we have yet to see. Did they ever hit one standing? Like they must have, but I don't remember it.
Yes, they have hit one stand. Not today. We haven't seen one today.
It's pretty rare, I assume, because they keep hitting their hands.
Yeah, it was Edge. I don't know how the rules work in this one. Do you have to just throw one through the table? Do you have to throw both?
I think it's both members of a team. I could be wrong, but I think.
I don't know. The rules.
Come on, Undertaker. Glom deep or Glom Bubba Ray.
Here goes Christian. Oh, I got a low blow. Damn it.
I wonder if the Undertaker ever thought in 10 years in his career he'd be having matches like this.
No, I don't think he may have thought that.
Jesus, get that out of the way. Oof. Those feet sticking up would have me a little worried.
I know. I was worried. I was Kane, move it.
They like flipped it and it kind of came back, and it's like, oh no, 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 no. Stereo? Do we get? Yeah.
And like another floating choke slam.
No, that one on Christian was so high though.
Oh, here we go again against the Dudleys.
That was a nice one.
Yeah. Undertaker's thinking he's got to have table matches. He's going to have a ladder match in a year or so.
Oh yeah. When was that Hardy one? That was after the summer, wasn't it?
That was like
Yeah.
that was like June, June of 02.
Was it that early?
Yeah, it was like a month or so after he won the title.
And he won the title in,
May, beginning of May, I
oh,
think, middle of May.
was that against Hogan?
Yeah.
Wow, Triple H
His
lost it right away then, eh?
his Rikishi and Haku.
Jesus Christ, this fucking match.
His
Also, that one table's gimped. Edge didn't go up very good for Kane there at all.
no, he almost fell on his neck.
Kane would have dropped him, but like he did not jump
At
for
one
Kane at all.
table, at one table's cockeyed.
Yeah,
Why is Rikishi and Haku still in this feud? They were bad. They were bloodied a month or so ago.
it's true. So Kane gets put through a table, I assume. Oh, the one leg is broken on the table. Way to go.
Like, why are they still against them? I don't get it.
Redemption, brother. That was a very nice chair shot.
Redemption, brother. That doesn't work for me, brother.
Damn it, pal.
Damn it, pal. How many Austins? All the Austins, pal.
What was that for? I can't even remember now.
What, the Austins?
Oh, well, that did break.
The
Yeah.
Austins, that's the miniature cars. Remember, every miniature car came with an
Oh,
Austin.
yeah. Because we don't have Mankind. Just put an Austin in there.
We don't have
That's
Sable.
right.
Give him an Austin.
Yeah, that's right. It wasn't even the car. It was the figure with the car.
Yeah. What about DX? Should we give him Triple H? No. Give him all the Austin.
Yeah, should we give him 4 members of DX? No, give him 4 Austins. That's what it was.
Give him 4 Austins. And the match.
Oh, it's just one. Okay. That match sucked.
Yeah, it did. It was awful.
That match was like actually a bad match.
Kane's pissed.
Urgh.
But is it gonna be worse than Chronic?
No,
I like what you did the silence. No.
no, not a chance.
And that is it.
That match was a mess. That match sucked.
Yes, it did. Yes, it
Like
did.
all the just shit that just.
But on the upside, next time we will be watching the Raw and SmackDowns as we make our way towards WrestleMania. The double feature of WrestleMania, Undertaker versus Triple H, and the Triple Threat Hardcore Championship, which involves Kane driving a golf cart running over Raven. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, kind of. I do like that at that one. What was that? SummerSlam when Kevin Owens hit. They hit or Roman Reigns hit Kevin Owens or whatever.
Yes, that was the Rumble, Royal Rumble 2020.
That was crazy. That looked great.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But Kane did it first, and I can't wait to see it.
When's the last time you saw it?
The hardcore one?
Yeah.
Oh, God, years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fun match.
Yeah, years, I would say. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to watching it with you, see your opinion on it. And so that is our next stop. And anything else before we sign off for now?
I really wanted to see the Undertaker smash Bubba Ray's face in with a chair shot.
Yes, I think we all wanted to see Undertaker smash Bubba Ray's face in with a chair shot.
For that errant headshot.
Yes, not a good look. Not a good look.
No, and the Blue Meanie sucks.
Blue Meanie sucks. Anything else?
That's about it for my hate, I guess, for today.
Okay. So make sure to follow Kanenite10 on Instagram. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, especially if you hate the Blue Meanie.
Comment your least favorite Blue Meanie memory.
Comment your favorite Blue Meanie match.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? I look forward to zero comments. Um,
I do I do enjoy when Stevie Richards got JBL back. That was cool.
yeah, that was fun. Um, but anything you like to plug or anything before we sign off? Any other hatred you want to get off your chest before?
No, I'll think of some for the next one.
Okay, okay. We'll save it for the next time. But until then, creatures of the night and Canaanites, want to thank you always for joining us here and being along with the ride through the Undertaker and Kane story. So until next time, same Brothers of Destruction time, same Brothers of Destruction channel. Keep on rolling, baby. And thank you, Kanenite10, as always.